Hi all, Varun here. So in this video we'll see how to use Lightning Record Edit Form in Lightning Component. So Lightning Record Edit Form is used to create and edit record without interacting with server-side controller. So I'm gonna show you a demo here. So I'm gonna create a Lightning component here. I'll just name this component as Create Contact and click on Submit. So here I'm gonna add a card, Lightning card, and the title is New Contact. And I'm gonna create a new Lightning application here. I'll just name this Create Contact App. So I'm going to embed this my lightning component into my app here. C icon, create contact, and here I'm going to extend force colon SLDS and click on preview here. So you can see our my lightning card here. So come back to our create contact component here. I'm going to create lightning record edit form. I'll name this form as contact form, and object API name is contact. Onload, I'm going to call this function handle onload. And on submit, I'm going to call this function handle on submit. On success, I'm going to call this handle on success. I think here there is a mistake. It should be equal to. And on error, I'm going to call this function handle on error. So we're going to add these respective functions in our controller here. So just copy this and paste it here. Similarly copy handle submit, handle on success, and handle on error. And also we have another tag which need to be added in the component, that is lightning messages tag. So this is used to display the messages if there is any validation rule or if there is any failure in the record creation. This tag is used to display an error message here. And now we have to add our fields here. Now we have to add our fields, like we have what are the fields need to be included here, like contact name and email, all these things. So I'll do one thing here. So I'm going to create a lightning layout, and in lightning layout I'm gonna add lightning layout item with padding around small, and size I'm gonna give it a 6. Yes. Under this lightning layout item, I'm gonna add my lightning input field. So lightning input field is like so using lightning input field, we can just give the API name of the field. So for example, if the field is email, it the data type is automatically taken as email. If the field is pick list, the data type is automatically taken as pick list. So I'm gonna give name here, lightning input field. Field name is equal to name. Yes. So we'll just refresh our app here. So I'll go back to my application and click on update preview, and you can see new name field which includes salutation, first name and last name. So similarly, I'm going to add another field here which is nothing but email. So I'll just copy this lightning layout item, and instead of name I'm going to give email here, and go back to our app and click on update preview, and you can see new field is added here, email. So now we have to add a save button here. So we have to add a save button here. I'll do one thing here. Go back to our component here. Under this layout, I'm gonna add my button here. Lightning button. Variant is equal to brand. I'll just name the label as submit. Type is also submit. Yes. Just save the component. Go back to your app. Click click on update preview. So you can see a new submit button is added here. So I can do one thing here. So I'll just place this button absolute center here. So I'm gonna place this button here. So go back to our component here, and here I'm gonna add a div class is equal to SLDS absolute center, and inside this div I'm gonna add this button here. And now you can just refresh this page, and you can see the button is placed right in the middle of the page. Okay, so we'll do one thing here. So here there are some things like handle on load, handle on submit, handle on success, handle on error. So if you want to perform any logic on load of the page or on submit of the form or on success, that means if you want to perform any logic or if you want to write any logic or custom logic, when a record is saved successfully, you can write it on handle on success. And whenever there is an error thrown, like if the record failed, the records is not saved because of something error like custom validation rule or something else. So this handle on error will carry that error. So I'm going to show you one thing here. So I'll just add a console.log statement here, so that you can see this handle on load is loaded while loading the page itself. So I'll just go back to this page and open my console, and you can see the message loaded here. So that means handle on load is called here. So if you want to perform any logic on load of the page, you can use that. And regarding that handle on submit, once I click on submit button, this will be called here. Once I click on the submit button, this will be called. And once the record is saved successfully, this method will be called. Handle on success will be called. And if there is any error, this method will be called. So I'll just print this here, success, and I'm gonna get the record ID of this record created. So I can do one thing here. So I'm gonna create a variable record is equal to event dot get param of response. Now I'm gonna alert the record dot id. Yes. So now I'm gonna refresh my app here. Now I'll just refresh my page here. I'll just give my name here. I'll just click on submit. I think the record ID is not printing here. Let me check. So go back to our controller here. I think this get params response should be outside, I guess. So yes, now we'll try. Just refresh our app here. Test contact and click on submit. Okay, still there is an error. There is one small syntax error here, so it should be event dot get params, and we have to print the record ID for it. So it's going to be record dot id here. And now go back to our application and just refresh this page. Test contact and click on submit. So you can see a record ID here. So this is the newly created record ID. So just copy this and just go back to your sales app. Open any of the contact record and just copy the record ID in the URL and click here. So you can see this is the newly record created using Lightning record edit form. So similarly, we can create other records as well. I'll just create another record here like Mitchell Marsh and click on submit. Yes. So if you go back to sales app and click on contacts tab, I'll just search for Marsh. So this is the contact created. So in this way, by using Lightning record edit form, we can create a record without interacting with server side controller. Thanks for watching.